Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome! Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video, and click the bell button so that you'll get notified every time I have a new video. So, I received a lot of messages in Instagram and TikTok if it is legal to marry a US citizen if you are under tourist visa when you enter the United States. And if it is, what would be the next steps? So, you're lucky because that's my situation, and I'll be sharing my experience in marrying a US citizen under a tourist visa and what are the steps that I took or we took. So if you're in the same situation, keep watching. I'll be sharing the forms, documents, and things that you need to do. For today is all about the process of me changing status. So if you've watched my previous vlogs, I came in the United States as a tourist. So I have a tourist visa. And then I got stuck due to the coronavirus. All my flights got canceled. And that's when Spencer and I decided to get married. Now the question is, what's the next step? Should I need to go back to the Philippines or what? To answer a question quickly, all you need to do is change your status or apply for change of status. And a lot of people are also asking, is it really legal to marry a US citizen under tourist visa? Dami nagtatanong yan. To answer your question, and if you Google it, it will also give you the answer. It's very simple. No, it's not illegal to marry a US citizen if you are under tourist visa. But it is not a guarantee that you'll get citizenship or green card after marrying. To move on, ang topic natin ngayon is how to apply for green card or how to apply for change of status. If you're ready, if you're in the same situation, or if you want to know more about it, then continue watching. So if we have the same status or situation, then this video is for you. If not, and if you know someone, then send them this video. It'll help. Promise. So, yes, I have a notebook. I have notes. So let's start with my experience first, kasi it's always gonna be case-to-case basis. So para may brief background kayo on what happened to me. This is not my first visit in the US. So I already visited US way back 2009, June 2009. I spent a month or more, parang 5 weeks here in the US. And then bumalik ako ng Philippines because it was just a vacation for me. And then this is my second visit. Before this, Spencer went to the Philippines noong October last year. Then, nag-vacation siya sa Philippines. So, it is the third time na nakita kami ni Spencer and we got married. I went back to the US March 2020, and then supposedly my flight is May. So, na-cancel yung mga flight tickets ko. I have a documentation from the airlines emailing me na they canceled the flight, that I can rebook it once the pandemic is over and whatnot. But then, we decided to get married. Because wala naman silang notice kung kailan yung date na pwede mong i-book. They only gave me a notice that you can book it once the pandemic is over. So, it's really vague. So, we decided to get married. So, after that, pero, first suggestion or first tip, before you decide to get married or do anything, seek help from your attorney or seek assistance of a lawyer. That's what we did first. We seek assistance kasi we were worried na baka illegal yung gagawin ko, na baka it's not right, or maybe it could affect my status because we were planning to apply for fiancé visa in the future sana. So, a lot of stuff that could affect our future. So, what we did first before getting married is to consult a lawyer. Is it legal to get married? So the lawyer said, yeah, it is legal to get married. So there. After that, we pushed through with the marriage, and we're married now. Next is the forms that you would need. So after we got married, baka magkamali ako, maaantya sa suspense. We got married June 17, 2020. So when we consulted the lawyer, it took us 1 month to gather all the data that we need and submit it to the lawyer. So, mga after a month, tsaka ako nakapag-file ng change of status. So, important to know for those people who are gonna file same status with me, gonna file change of status. These are the forms that you need to submit. Ito, another convenience if you're gonna hire a lawyer is that they're gonna file the form for you. So it's like an interview already. So they will ask you questions from the form and they're gonna fill up the form for you and submit it, if that makes sense. But you are the one who's gonna validate it and sign it if it's good to go. Parang ano lang, bawas trabaho lang na ikaw yung magsusulat, ikaw yung mag-fill up, and they can also validate if the information that you put in are correct. So, first form that you need would be the I-130 form. It is the petition for alien relative. Next is the I-130A. It is the supplemental information for spouse or beneficiary. You also need to submit I-864, the affidavit of support. This is for your husband or the American citizen. Next is I-485. This is the application to register permanent resident or adjust status. Ito na talaga yung pinaka change of status application form. And then the I-765 application for employment authorization. That is if you wanna work. Syempre naman gusto natin mag-work pa kahit pa paano. So you also need to apply that. You also can apply for a travel permit if there is a need for you to go out of the country on this application. But for me, we didn't apply kasi it's additional fee. Pero we don't need it kasi hindi naman ako lalabas ng bansa for now. So that's why it's a misconception na pag nag-apply ka ng change of status, you can't go out of the country until you get your green card. But you can if you apply for travel pass. But that's always optional. Those are the forms. Sama-sama yung lahat yung isasubmit mo. So nag-submit kami ng form July ba August? July, yeah. July. End of July, nag-submit kami ng form. So, we already got our first notification from USCIS. First is addressed to me. So, all of this, may copy yung lawyer namin. 797. It's Form I-797C, Notice of Action. I'll read to you, guys. Ilalagay ko din dito yung mga forms, ha? Edit ko to and then I'll put in the forms here. Addressed to me, saying that they have received the I-765 application for employment authorization. Notice date is August 27, 2020. Birthday ko to. So they received my application on August 10, 2020. So tama, katapusan nga ng July ako nag-apply. So eligibility category is C09. The above case has been received by our office and is in process. Please verify your personal information listed above and immediately notify the USCIS contact center if there are any changes. Please note that if a priority date is printed on this notice, the priority does not reflect earlier retained priority dates. As a reminder, if you have an underlying Form I-140 that is approved or is still pending, you may request to change employers under INA 40204J if your Form I-485 adjustment application has been pending for at least 180 days. So the rest of that paragraph I won't read because it's not applicable naman. So if you have any questions or comments regarding this notice of the status of your case, please contact the USCIS contact center. you will be notified separately about any other case you may have filed. This notice itself does not grant any immigration status or benefit, nor is it evidence that this case is still pending. However, if you have timely filed to renew your current Form I-766 Employment Authorization Document or EAD, and your EAD renewal is under a category that is eligible for an automatic 180-day extension for a list of categories, and the category on your current EAD matches the class request listed on this notice of action. If you are the TPS beneficiary or applicant, your EAD and this notice must contain either the A12 or C19 class, but they do not need to match each other. And you do not receive your renewal EAD before your current EAD expires. Then this notice of action automatically extend the validity of your EAD for up to 180 days from the expiration. So I think this is for those people who already have a permit to work here in the US, but for me it's no, so not applicable. But if your situation is like that, then it means that this is your employment status is automatically extended. Okay, so that's the first notice that we received. Second is receive the I-485 application to register permanent residence or adjust status. So they receive it the same day because all documents were submitted the same day. Okay. The above petition has been received by our office and is in progress. Please verify your personal information listed above and immediately notify the USCIS contact center if there are any changes. Please note that if a priority date is printed on this notice, the priority does not reflect earlier retained priority dates. Next steps. USCIS will schedule a biometrics appointment for you to have your biometrics electronically captured at a USCIS Application Support Center. You will be receiving biometrics appointment notice by mail with the specific date, time, and place where you will have your fingerprints and or photographs taken. You must wait to receive your biometrics appointment notice before going to the ASC for biometrics processing. This notice does not serve as your biometrics appointment notice. If you have any questions, contact USCIS. You will be notified separately about any other case you may have filed. So we have received 2 notices because we have filed 2 cases, which is the application for the employment authorization and the application to register permanent residence or adjust the status. Another thing that we received, but this is addressed to my husband Spencer, is the I-130 form, which is the petition for alien relative. It is addressed to my husband because it's as if USCIS is validating if I am really the beneficiary that Spencer is requesting for petition. So it has all my information, date of birth, and the country that I came from, and the classification is 201B in a spouse of US citizen. And then it is also just telling Spencer to verify all the information needed. It also included all the payments that we made. So to give you an idea na rin of how much the change of status is, application or the petition fee is $535. That's the I-130 petition for alien relative. And then the application for permanent resident or change of status is $1,140. And then the biometric fee is $85. So all in all, around 1,800, 500, math, yeah, almost 1,800. So that's what we paid for this process all in all. But still, even if you paid, like, parang ano lang, parang US tourist visa, there is no guarantee that you will be approved. Now, aside from that, we also need to pay the lawyer for representing us and processing this for us. Question, can you do it without a lawyer? Yes, you can file your own change of status and your employment authorization. You can file it on your own. You can fill up the form. You can submit it. But I suggest it will always be best if you have the immigration lawyer, attorney, or expert that you can consult, because in that way you would know how strong your case is and you will be able to, find out how you will be able to best present your case. So these are the first notices that I received. I'll be updating you once we have second notices or scheduled for the biometrics or whatever we receive from them. If you will go without a lawyer, at least we could help you of what are the step-by-step procedures and what are the forms that you need to submit, kasi very important yun. Medyo nakakalito talaga. So if you're not gonna take a lawyer or hire a lawyer, then watch this video and you'll find out. I hope this video helps you. If you want to know more about it, and if you want to be updated once we receive the next forms, don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell button so that you'll be notified whenever we upload the next video. If you have any questions, always message me on our Instagram. It's the Vincents, _Vincents_, or you could also follow us on TikTok and message me there at the _Vincents. Or you can leave a comment below and then I'll try my best to answer a question. And if it's something that we could address, then why not, diba? Thank you so much for watching this video and love you!